There's an elephant and donkey both on shaky ground, but we got the truth and we gonna shout it loud. From the healthcare to taxes, they can't hide from us. With a wink and a nod, we expose all the fuss. Educating the masses with a smirk on our face, bringing clarity to the headlines in this crazy race. From the White House to your house, we cover it all, putting humor in the facts, we're having a ball. Oh no, America, let's get real and laugh, teaching you the politics with a little bit of sass. Current events and headlines that blow your mind, only on Oh No America you'll find.
Welcome back to Oh No America. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Appreciate. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, there's a lot going on right now in MERICA. As you guys can see behind me, I've had a beautiful wall of hats. These are all my sport hats. Sports. I love sports. And as you guys can see, the majority of them are San Francisco Giant hats. So yes, I am a Giants fan in case you didn't know. So there you go. What's up, Witchshare? What's up? I'm glad you guys are here. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got a lot of things to say. We're going to start off with a couple tidbits here. Just a reminder, from Pastor Ben. I might just make this a daily thing. This is how I feel every single day. I want everybody to understand this is what's up.
Direct response to fascism, you're saying? Yo. Direct response to fascism, you're saying? Yo. Come get me first. That's the response. Come get me first. Donald Trump, MAGA, Jack Posobiec, who thinks people are unhuman, InfoWars, War Room, all of them. I think the correct response is to be the first volunteer. I volunteer as tribute. If you're going to come after somebody, come after me. If you're going to arrest somebody, arrest me. We have to put ourselves on the line. And this is not hubris. This is because I have children. I have 2 sons and a daughter. I'm most fearful for my daughter because she will be growing up in a generation where they think women are property. No. If this thing falls, and if my children have to grow up in a post-apocalyptic fascist society, I want them to know that their dad died or is in prison to try to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
Response to fascism, you're saying?
Oh,
yo.
Pause, Pastor Ben. Now we're going to go here to my bestie. It's Susan Lambert. Let's listen to her wisdom this morning.
This election is the total detachment from reality, and I keep coming back to this analogy. So if you're a Trump voter, say you own a company, you work at a company, whatever your employment situation is, okay? You're a hiring manager. 2 candidates are placed before you. The first candidate, right out the gate, 34 felonies. He would be unhireable in any industry, construction, tech, STEM, finance, you name it. He would be unhireable. Why? Because he would be a complete liability. Most organizations have policies on that. In my industry, if I get a speeding ticket, I have to report it within 3 days. A speeding ticket. You decide to dig a little deeper though, right? And you come to find that his references, his former coworkers, none of them will vouch for him. Some of them call him a threat to national security. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, there's a public petition where they're essentially pleading with the American public not to hire him. So all of those people who used to work for him, his good buddies at one point, they're all like, nope, absolutely not.
Right?
But wait, there's more. Then you come to find that he actually got a bunch of his buddies to go jump his former workplace, his former office. They just vandalized it. They terrorized people. They incited violence. They incited a riot at his former workplace. Not to mention all of his financial problems. He would absolutely never pass a credit check in my industry. That's for damn sure. And that's not even all of it, but let's just stop while we're ahead, shall we? Then you have candidate 2. Candidate 2 has extensive experience in all aspects of the role for which she's applying.
Yeah.
She's the successor to the person currently in that role, meaning she has great oversight of what the role does and what it requires, and she's ready. Her references have incredible things to say about her. No criminal record, but you don't really like some of her answers to the interview questions. So you decided to go with candidate 1. Now I want anyone who voted for him to look me in the eye and tell me honestly, okay, swear on that Bible that y'all are so fond of bringing up all the time. Tell me honestly that you would be willing to hire someone to your organization or refer someone for a role, okay? Put your reputation on the line for someone with his track record. Any organization, any leader would look at you like you were fucking bananas because you'd have to be. You'd have to be. Moreover, I want you to tell me that you would be comfortable with your daughter going on a date with someone who had 34 felonies.
Would you?
No organization would ever hire Donald Trump because of the liability and risk he would pose to the organization. And yet, you just elected him president of the United States. And you get to live with that. What really baffles me about this election.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, this is the woman who inspired I'm falling. The Regina George liberal. I've been rocking this all day. Please get it. Please get it. It's in the shop. It's in the shop. How come I don't have that open? What's up with that? Oh no, America.com. There we go. ohnomerica.com. I'm going to add some more to these different people liberal lines here. Okay. Guys, I'm drinking right there out of that beautiful mug. Look at it. Ah, delicious. It's gorgeous. It's just as pretty as it is on the side. Look at that. Here it is. Here it is. Da-da, da-da. Oh, no, America. Check it, check it, check it. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Also got my water bottle. There we go. This thing is huge. If you need to get your water quota for the day, this is massive. Get your hands on it. Keeps the water cold. It's awesome. But I think we would all answer that question the same way, y'all. If we're the hiring manager anywhere and a candidate with Donald Trump's resume and 34 convictions showed up, we wouldn't even call him in for an interview, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be honest. He's not getting no interview. He's not getting an interview. No one is taking that seriously. Yet he's gonna be POTUS. He's gonna be POTUS in 7 days. 7 days, y'all. And it just gets worse. It just gets worse. This is his reaction right after the Supreme Court shut him down. I forgot that I have to show these on my other channel. Oh, you guys aren't seeing any of this. Okay, fun. You're just staring at me going, Okay, so this is him at Mar-a-Lago right after the Supreme Court denied his sentencing delay. Okay, they're waiting for him to come into his little gilded castle here.
Same page and shore up a plan for the Trump agenda and the Trump presidency.
Look how
there on
cranky
your
he
screens
is.
now, you see President-elect Trump
is going to welcome
walking
people
into
in.
His stately decorated room there at Mar-a-Lago, pointing to the
Is it stately decorated or is it gauche?
press enthusiastically, and now
he thinks he's like made Versailles.
Shaking hands now with those Republicans as he prepares to take office and push forward his.
Do you guys know? I think I went over this. Do you guys know who the original owner of Mar-a-Lago
Republican agenda? And so we stand by to see if Trump will make any remarks at the beginning of this dinner, as it has been positioned for the press.
Here he goes.
These are people that aren't timid, they're not afraid of the press. If you'd like to ask a couple of questions, you may.
These people are not timid. They're not afraid of the press. What happened with his hair? The hair person is fired because this comb over out of control. It's just, it went all flat. They forgot to put the extra, dry shampoo in here to foof it. And then it's just, this is awful. This is bad.
Beautiful day, celebrating a very nice man, a good man. great humanitarian, Jimmy Carter.
Okay. Well, he's got some good things to say about Jimmy.
You
That's
know?
good.
And thought it was a beautiful service, and it went very well. And we had some very good victories today, as you probably heard.
You got summarily denied.
Go ahead. Any questions, Peter?
Yes, President Trump, just a few minutes ago, the Supreme Court ruled that they are not going to slow down the sentencing. It's on for tomorrow. Now what?
Well, they called for an appeal, and as you know, they acknowledged what the judge said about.
No. Negatory. Negatory, good buddy. Negatory. You have to get sentenced, which we know he did. 34 counts.
No penalty, and there's no penalty, but we're going to appeal anyway, just psychologically, because frankly, it's a disgrace. It's a judge that shouldn't have been on the case.
Yeah, the judge shouldn't have been on the case. The judge was the problem, not your criming, the judge.
He's a highly conflicted judge, and and they called for an appeal. So I read it, and I thought it was a fair decision, actually.
I don't know.
So I'll do my little thing tomorrow. They can have fun with their political opponent. As you know, I'm under a gag order from a judge. This is the first.
Yeah, because you kept tweeting shit and threats about the judge like a psycho.
This was an attack of a political opponent. And if you take a look at it, I'm not supposed to be talking about it, so I won't. I'm the first president and probably one of the first candidates in history that's under attack with a gag order.
No, sir, you're a convicted felon. Under attack. This word attack, I don't think it means what you think it means. No one is attacking you.
Where I'm not allowed to speak about something. And they ought to find out what that's all about. And this is a long way from finished. And I respect the court's opinion. I think it was actually a very good opinion for us because you saw what they said. But they invited the appeal, and the appeal is on the bigger issue. So we'll see how it all works out. I think it's going to work out well. We beat Jack Smith. He's back, I hope, at The Hague, but I don't think
My God, we're going to go over Jack Smith as well.
he should be there.
Yeah, look at that, Rox. Did you just send me a super sticker? You're spoiling the announcement. I'm kidding, Rox. I'm kidding. Hang on, let's finish Trump.
Either he puts people in very bad positions, like giving people death penalties. I will tell you, Jack, he is a disgrace. We won all of those cases. We won most of the other cases, or they're limping along. We've had a lot of lawfare. These are all people that understand what's going on here very badly. This was an attack on the Republican Party.
Notice how he just uses the narcissistic abuse technique of repeating lies over and over again, right, to try and create a false truth. Okay, it's not an attack. When you are accused of crimes and you have your day in court and then you're found guilty, there's no attacking about that. There's no attacking. Yeah, Trump should be at The Hague. Okay, we're not going to go over this whole press conference because, frankly, it's too much of him. Okay, so Jack, who he mentioned, let's just go over this article here. Okay, is this the one? Yeah. Okay. So Jack Smith has resigned from the Justice Department after submitting his Trump report. This is from yesterday. Okay, guys, let me go back to Jack for a minute. Guys, the special announcement, which you guys have already figured out, is that we have gotten partial monetization here. Woo! Very much excite. You can send the super stickers and super chats. It's so fun. Also, let me pull it up here. There are memberships now available. Okay. Let's see here. It says I have to finish setting up. What didn't I do? Oh, I have to launch it. Launch it. Got it. Launched. Oh, I was like, what didn't I do? Okay, guys, there's 3 membership tiers. Okay. Yeah. And if you click on that, let me get the link here. for the memberships. They don't make it easy to find these things. Here we go. Here's how to become a member. There you go. It's memberships. You can join my memberships. It's going to be fun. That means we can do members only streams and all of that kind of rad sauce stuff. I need to get up to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, guys. So where we're at on that is we've got 669 subscribers now, so we got a few more to go, and we just hit over 3,000 watch hours. All right, so yeah, you'll empty your bank account. Oh, now what? Now that's a tempting offer. I mean, somebody did offer me $10,000 this morning on Gen Exercise to show my boobies. So all of a sudden I'm getting these very interesting monetary offers. Fascinating. Fascinating. Thank you guys for becoming members. Look at you guys. All right. I will try my best. I will try my best to not show his voice as much as possible, but how he says it and his voice is kind of the important part too, because just reading his transcripts doesn't give the full flavor, but I do get it. I do get it. CJ, oh my God, guys, look at you guys with the memberships. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Yeah, an anti-Scientology OnlyFans, right? If my boobs can take down Scientology, I will show these tig old bitties to everybody. Okay, if that's what if that's what would take to change the political climate, these boobies are yes, they're for sale. I currently don't have that, guys. Yeah, this morning stream was fun. There was a lot of interesting peeps in there. We had some interesting peeps in there. It was a little bit wild. It's a little bit wild. Do it. Capricious Caroline, you're always trying to get me. Boobies for America. Yeah. I think that's yeah. Thank you to everybody. We're going to go over the members at the end here. I appreciate you guys. Let's go over this article here about Jack. Okay. So he submitted his resignation. Boop, 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 boop. How about if I share that with you guys? Right after he gave his report on Trump. Okay. So special counsel Jack Smith has resigned from the Justice Department after submitting his investigative report on President-elect Donald Trump. An expected move that comes amid legal wrangling over how much of that document can be made public in the days ahead. The department disclosed Smith's departure in a court filing Saturday, saying he had resigned 1 day earlier. The resignation, 10 days before Trump is inaugurated, follows the conclusion of 2 unsuccessful criminal prosecutions against Trump that were withdrawn following Trump's White House win in November. At issue is the fate of a 2-volume report, guys. I want to see this report, Jack. I want to know what they found out and why they dropped these cases and why Merrick Garland doesn't have a spine. Okay. At issue now is the fate of a 2-volume report that Smith and his team had prepared about their twin investigations into Trump's efforts to overturn the results of his 2020 election and his hoarding of classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate. I have to turn on my heater. I do not understand, guys, for the life of me, how hoarding like boxes and boxes and boxes of physical classified top secret documents is not a treasonable offense. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. That could have gone to anybody. The Justice Department has been expected to make document public in the final days of the Biden administration. We got 7 days. Let's go. But the Trump-appointed judge who presided over the classified documents case granted a defense request to at least temporarily halt its release. This is some bullshit. Two of Trump's co-defendants in that case, Trump valet Walt Nauta and Mar-a-Lago property manager Carlos de Oliveira, had argued that the release of the report would be unfairly prejudicial, an argument that the Trump legal team joined it. Did they assist him? Are they accessories? Like, what's the deal? The department responded by saying that it would withhold from the public release the classified documents volume as long as the criminal proceedings against Nauta and de Oliveira remain pending. Though U.S. District Judge Eileen Cannon had dismissed the case last July, a Smith team of appeal, that decision related to the two co-defendants remained pending. But prosecutors said they intend to proceed with the release of the election interference volume. Okay, let's see it. In an emergency motion late Friday, of course, they asked the Atlanta-based 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. Okay, Selma says, breaking news. Breaking news from Selma, complicated last name, who's paying attention to American news all the way across the ocean in Norway, is letting us know, but I fucked up her comment, that it will be available to the public at large midnight tonight. Boom. Hopefully volume 2 finally becomes available. I think it's real bullshit that we don't get to find out about, the Mar-a-Lago stuff, because he doesn't want more people going to Mar-a-Lago. Midnight tonight, maybe Eastern. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Well, then this is, let me look it up. So judge to allow, this is from today at 9:47 Pacific time. Eileen Cannon on Monday denied a request to extend an injunction banning the Justice Department from releasing a volume of a report from special counsel Jack Smith, issued on President-elect Donald Trump's efforts to overturn his 2020 loss. The ruling, here we go. As soon as midnight, there we go. The ruling from the U.S. District Court, Eileen Cannon, means that the Justice Department could release the portion of the Smith report that deals with Trump's efforts to overturn 2020 election loss as soon as midnight, barring future legal action from Trump or his team. Could. Let's see if it happens, guys. If that happens, I might just come back with another stream later. Okay. Let's get to this redonkulous concept article. Okay. He went to Greenland on Tuesday. The private visit to the Danish autonomous territory comes amid stepped-up rhetoric from the president-elect that he wants to incorporate Greenland into the U.S. That's right, you heard it here. Incoming President Donald J. Trump wants to make Greenland the 51st state. President-elect Donald Trump, who is days away from taking office, we know, 7 days, has wasted no time in returning to the center stage in U.S. foreign policy, reprising his hallmark blend of bombastic rhetoric and threats that keep both friend and foe guessing. His undiplomatic talk in recent days of reclaiming the Panama Canal, and annexing Greenland and even Canada, have left world leaders scrambling to respond. Panama's foreign minister has insisted that the sovereignty of its vital canal, which the U.S. handed over a quarter of a century ago, is not negotiable. The Prime Minister of Denmark, a NATO member that oversees the autonomous territory of Greenland, has insisted that Greenland belongs to the Greenlanders. And Canada's outgoing Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has quipped that there isn't a snowball's chance in hell of a merger with the United States. Right? Greenland is its own country filled with people of there. Right? So what is he doing? I mean, I'm sure I'm sure you're right, Capricious Caroline. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure this has nothing to do with Russia and his friendship with Putin, right? And trying to make a place to be friends and to be close to Russia and to be, more in that whole thing, right? Nothing at all to do with that. Or let's face it, Greenland has unexplored natural resources, I'm sure, that are very abundant. Let's be real. It's always about the liquid gold. And there's probably a lot of actual gold there. It's probably a very natural resource rich country that, because of the ice sheets, it's just been sitting there waiting. And because of, thank God for global warming, all that ice is going to go away. And then we're just going to have a free time to go dig up all that stuff. Right? Listen, I don't understand how he will ever live down tossing rolls of paper towels at disaster victims like he's shooting a t-shirt cannon at a concert. What? It's insane. Insane. You sent me a link by email. What is the link for, Selma? Is it secrets? Are you sending me a secret? What did you send me?
Judge Eileen Cannon just ruled.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up this. We'll pull up this video. Thank you, Selma. Here we go. Hot off the press.
Against Donald Trump and his interest in Florida, allowing the release, finally, of Volume 1 of Special Counsel Jack Smith's final report to the American people, allowing it to be released by midnight tonight, finding that the D.C. election interference case that's discussed in Volume 1 does not concern her case about Mar-a-Lago and the classified documents case, nor the two remaining defendants in the case, Walt Nauta or Carlos de Oliveira. New order just in, denying the emergency motion as to Volume 1 of the special counsel's report. And she sets up a briefing schedule, however, about Volume 2, about the Mar-a-Lago case, and whether it's ever going to see the light of day or whether it's ever going to go up to Congress or not, as Merrick Garland has proposed.
There you go. So hot off the press, guys. Hot off the press. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. See, now a lot of people want to just chalk this up to just trumping. Okay. And we have to remember, trumping often leads us to disaster. Okay. Right. A lot of this is bombast and bluster, Hamilton says. It's also a tried and true tactic of Donald Trump to sort of disorient your negotiating partner, put them on the back foot because you want to get a better deal for the real goals you have. By saying he wants the Panama Canal, Greenland, and Canada, what's the real deal? What's this a smokescreen for? Right? What could he possibly actually want instead of those three things that he said? I don't get where the trick is this time. Like, normally he's like, listen, I'll tell you what, I got a bridge and I got a boat and I got a house to sell you. And really, he just wants to sell the boat, right? But it's like, which one of these things does he really want to try and get back? If I'm going to guess, it's going to be the Panama Canal. If he was like just trying to do a 3-card Monty and the Panama Canal is the queen in the middle, right? That would be the most, in my opinion, the most valuable thing that he could try to usurp back into American control, right? All of these things have different benefits, obviously. Canada is never going to not be part of the Commonwealth. I'm pretty sure we fought a war with England to gain our own independence, and Canada was like, we're good. And as far as Greenland goes, I believe Denmark would fucking bring an army to that shit. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's yeah. Is this a distraction from the alien orbs? Is this a distraction from the fires? Is this a distraction from P. Diddy? What are we supposed to be distracted from? I'm confused. Are we supposed to be distracted from Project 2025? Like, we need Greenland for national security purposes. Trump said at Tuesday's news conference, I'm talking about protecting the free world. What are we going to do in Greenland that's going to protect the rest of the world? You don't even need binoculars. You look outside. You have Chinese ships all over the place. You have Russian ships all over the place. We're not letting that happen. Okay, so does that mean someone in Kansas doesn't need binoculars or some other way to see ships? I mean, like, where are you seeing these ships, sir? Are you hallucinating? What's happening? Where is he seeing these ships? I'm concerned, actually. I'm actually concerned, right? Oh, Brent Sadler, a senior research fellow at the Heritage Foundation. Let's not forget them, guys. That's who's really in charge. Okay, says Greenland could become increasingly important if shipping becomes viable through that route as Arctic weather gets warmer. So this is the other thing that Russia has been talking about, okay? That they've been sending exploration into, the top of the world here, our polar ice cap, because fucking global warming is melting everything. And there may be a way to get from Russia, over Canada and around the other side, right, to the East Coast, and they would basically be able to surround us very, very quickly. Okay, it's just like they want us to be and it is something we should be worried about, because that passageway, let's say it's not an if that passageway opens up, it is when that passageway opens up. It might help commerce because it's like a shorter route between distances than going all the way down to Panama and going back up and all this other kind of stuff, right? China could utilize it. Russia could utilize it. It's very kind of scary. Okay. But also it could be weaponized. Everything, you guys have to always think like Armageddonists think. Everything can be weaponized. Everything can be weaponized, right? Yeah, the Arctic territory, whose leader is pushing for independence from Denmark, was an important Cold War outpost for the U.S., which still maintains, I'm never gonna, formerly the Thule Air Base, Pacific Space Base. Meanwhile, China has increasingly sought joint ventures to tap into Greenland's rich rare earth minerals. What did I tell you? With exotic names such as neodymium, Serenium, and lanthium. Please hold for a moment. And I'm back. Teenagers. I am blessed though, guys. I mean, the fact that my teen still calls me to tell me what he's doing and where he's going to be, I appreciate that. Because, you know, he's 19, he doesn't have to. Oh my God, 8 degrees. And now it's 18, Kelly. That is it. That is a heat wave by comparison. But holy cow. Yeah, you better bundle that guy up. He's going to get frozen. Yeah. So guys, like I said, it's always about the cash, money. If I were a Greenlandier, I would declare my independence from, you know, the Denmark and be like, bro, this is ours. But they probably don't got an army. I mean, it's probably on the table. I don't know, you know. And of course, you know, China has ports at both ends of Panama. This guy, Michael, believes in support not to underestimate him. O'Hanlon calls Trump's rhetoric concerning the use of military force crazy talk. I think you have to err on the side of taking any president or president-elect at his or her word and believing that this could be forewarning of something that may really happen. Wonderful. Wonderful, right? Because he threatened to withdraw the U.S. from NATO. You know. Yeah. If the U.S. attacked Denmark, every other NATO country is going to have an obligation to decide whether to come to Denmark's defense, he says. I'm not suggesting we're going to have a civil war with NATO, but things could get pretty testy. What? Can we not? Can we just fucking not? Let's go to truth. Okay, this is an actual truth underneath President Trump, where I got it for the graphic, you know. American Ocean. This is a real thing. They want to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, like no fucking joke. Americo. Sea of America. America Ocean 2. Comerica. Trump Bay. French Comerica. America Land. Like, now Trump's original, see, look, retruth if you support this. Great MAGA coat. They're really calling Florida great. That's the most. You tell him, Miriam, all of our fat asses are fucked. If the U.S. attacks Denmark, we're stopping selling Ozempic. The Kardashians will be on the front lines going, no, no. Let me get to the beginning, because this is Trump's real tweet here. He's trying to show, like, guys, look, here's the United States. Look how close we are to Greenland. We should have this. He doesn't say anything. This is just a picture from the BBC. Like, we should just have, this should all be ours. This is ours. Like, what? What? Like, sometimes I don't understand. Let's just see what Trump's latest truth is, because I always like to check in here. Now, he's got 8.5 million followers here, guys. This is part of the problem. The things that he truths, right? The things that he puts out are so damaging, but he gets so many people to, like, retruth it, retweet it, all this kind of stuff, that they believe everything that he puts out. What is this one? Okay, this is somebody saying how, you know, what just happened to him was a judicial abomination. Look at this terrible picture of himself they put out. Trump torches New York City court for 6 minutes straight. Let's see what he said.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. This has been a very terrible experience. I think it's been a tremendous setback for New York and the New York court system. This is a case that Alvin Bragg did not want to bring. He thought it was, from what I read and from what I hear, inappropriately handled before he got there. A gentleman from a law firm came in and acted as a district attorney, and that gentleman, from what I heard, was a criminal or almost criminal in what he did. It was very inappropriate. It was somebody involved.
Does this sound like somebody who's
opponent.
torching
Part of
the court?
records that
I mean, I'm waiting for the torching. What? Trump torches New York City court for 6 minutes on injustice of hush money case. Has anyone heard any torching? I'm feeling very cold.
we're talking about. They're saying, I just noticed where he said I was falsifying business records. Well, the falsification of business records, as they said, was calling a legal expense in the books where everybody could see them, a legal expense. In other words, that legal fees or legal expense were put down as legal expense by...
I feel like nobody gave him his Adderall today. He sounds very tired. I mean, like, there's no torching. This is what I'm saying. This is what his followers believe. He fucking gave it to the court. Like, what? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Now, we do have, guys, we got our Project 2025. I showed you guys that already. This is, I don't know why this is up. I want to just quickly go back to the fires here. I want to refresh this. If you're in Southern California, these fires are still going. I do want to show you and give you an update here. This is a salvage yard fire in Riverside that apparently is on fire. So the fire is now under control. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Let's go to the Palisades fire here. Okay. 23,713 acres burnt, 14% containment. The winds have died down a bit. But as you can see, it kind of stopped moving westward. It got to this point. You know, there's the like Malibu Center and everything. This is part of Malibu here. So it burnt through all of Pacific Palisades here. And now the danger area is here. As you can see, these guys are on an evacuation level 3. It's burnt out this part of Brentwood. As you can see, like all this stuff here, it's getting in there. And then we're getting into the city proper here and into Santa Monica as you touch on Brentwood. So those people are still in danger. Please pay attention for any evacuation orders in that area. Over here to the Eaton fire, where we now have 21 confirmed deaths. Yeah. This is burnt out. All of Altadena, pretty much. Altadena is burnt to the ground. It's at 14,117 acres, 33% containment. Now, all of this back here is wildland and brush. It has also taken out part of Sierra Madre. As you can see, it crept down into Sierra Madre proper, where I used to live. And it looks like they've put other areas in Sierra Madre back under evacuation order again. So, yeah. Yeah, where I used to live. This is the Sierra Madre Elementary School where my kids went to school for a little bit. And I used to live right over here. So yeah, that is under their zone 17. I hate when they just give all these numbers. But it looks like they're in the red zone. They're not in the yellow. Right? Or they're just under fire watch, because this says evacuation level 2. This just says red flag warning. Yeah, that's level 2. This is also level 2. But yeah, this is level 3 there because the fire is actually there. So let's just keep Los Angeles in our prayers and our thoughts. The Hearst fire is almost out here. We're at 95% containment on that, which is really good. So it's just these 2 blazes left that are still fully a threat to human life. Yeah. And guys, because he wants to talk about all this hush money stuff, he doesn't want these things to come out. It's really about what's contained in this document here in Project 2025, right? We're on page 120 of 922. Okay. Most of this just goes over like historical stuff, right? I got a weird hiccup there. Sorry. I'm gonna have some water. So I'm gonna try my best to go through this so that we can get all the information that we need out of here. I do want to finish the reading of it point by point because I think that is valuable. But we have 7 days left, and I'm a pretty fast reader. I don't know that I'm going to be able to go through another 100 pages, 800 pages in 7 days. So what I'm going to do for tomorrow's show is I'm going to find a trusted source that has the key points and like where it occurs in the document, so we can go to those specific pages and read the whole section, not just someone's like interpretation of, of what's there. Because this is, guys, in 7 days, Project 2025 is going to be ushered into existence as soon as humanly possible. And so we need to be prepared for that. We need to know what exactly is occurring, what exactly is going to happen in the next, 7 days from now. Because the inauguration takes place in the morning. It's a whole like little parade. I doubt Trump will get out of the car because it's cold as hell right now in DC. And then it's a whole bunch of pomp and circumstance. There's poets, there's songs. Leanne Rimes is going to perform at the inauguration. Leanne. How could you? I thought better of you. Yeah. Leanne Rimes. Anyway. And then he gets sworn in on the Bible, and then he shakes a bunch of hands. And then the real action starts behind the scenes. Because while all that pomp and circumstance is going on, there is a literal moving truck and shit getting all of the Biden shit out of the White House and moving all of the Trump shit in, so that when Biden and, Jill greet Melania and Donald, and they do the little walk up the stairs like Barack did, right? It is Trump's White House at that moment. It is Trump's White House. So, yeah. Yeah. 7 days, guys. 7 days. 7 days. That is... Yeah, I mean, Project 2025, Tazzy, is dangerous for the whole world because it is a blueprint for how to create a fascist, a fascist democracy, a fascist oligarchy in the 21st century, right? And how to do it with religion, how to do it with family, how to do it with, all these things. And truthfully, there's no new ideas here. Okay. It's just been prettied up, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Do you think he'll bring back the documents? Which documents? like he'll start bringing stuff back to Mar-a-Lago again. Oh, I'm sure he will. Old habits die hard. He likes things on paper. I mean, yeah. Rachel, you have a point. JD Vance is, yeah, he's worse because he started out as a Trump like denier. He was on every single talk show talking about how dangerous Trump was. Trump is dangerous for America. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Hillbilly elegy. Blah 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 blah. And then he was like, actually, I love me some Trump. Trumpity Trump Trump Trump. Like that's why he's so so dangerous. You know. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the deal. I think he wants the United States to be isolated 100%. I started watching The Handmaid's Tale, guys, and I'm really kind of freaked out. I sincerely think that he watched The Handmaid's Tale and he was like, I could do that. You know, like, it's kind of freaking my freak a lot. It's kind of freaking my freak a lot, you know? There's a lot of disaster shows, dystopian shows that this timeline seems to be based on, and it is freaking my freak. Yeah. Yep. Guys, for the first time ever, I'm going to bring up super chats on this channel. Look at that. Rocks in a Box, thank you so much for being the very first super chat on this channel. I love you. Thank you. Capricious Caroline, a blue thumbs down with nope written on it. Selma, yes, you rock, Nora. Congratulations. Thank you, Selma. Thank you. Rachel H, thank you. Pair character doing a shaka sign with his hand saying cool. Abdazzle, a pair character with lovely dovey eyes blowing red hearts in the air. Thank you so much. I thank you for that. Let's check out the members. Who became a member today? CJ Neverin. Look at that dog. Look at him. Look at that puppy. Just became a member. Capricious Caroline's a member. Anne Shatrine became a member. Rocks in a Box. Mamad became a member. CJ gifted 5 Oh No MERICA memberships. Gonna Fawcett got one. Melody got one. Oh, now what? Just became a member. Let's see here. Which Cher just became a member? Thank you, Cher. Kiki into Two Cats is a member. Rachel just became a member. Do you need another link? There you go. There's a link to the memberships, Cuddly Floof. Thank you guys so much for becoming members right at the outset. I appreciate you guys are the founding members. The founding members of Oh No America. And I love that. I love that so much. Let's get to the comments. Why didn't I spell that right? There we go. You have your secret weapons in Canada. Does it involve hockey sticks and pucks? I hope so. Oh, you're now following Pastor Ben, Selma. I love him. I think he's fantastic. I think he's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Trump is coming to Canada, but we will fight for our right to keep eating poutine, fries, gravy, and cheese curds. I need one now. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Part of our problem is that our liberal politicians insist on playing by a set of rules that no longer exist. Exactly. Exactly. They don't want to get their hands dirty or tarnish their appearance. Exactement. Exactement. Unfortunately, the way the corporate world is, it's about who you know, not what you know. Yes. Yes, Caroline. Trump should be sharing a cell with Danny Masterson. Both are grapists POS. Agreed. Agreed. Let's see here. Yes, Greenland is part of Denmark. Correct. You won the Jeopardy round. I have to bring this up again, Miriam, because it's like the greatest thing. If the U.S. attacks Denmark, we are stopping selling Ozempic. No more Ozempic for you. Oh my goodness. In my opinion, MAGA is a cult. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why his followers don't believe anything and hate everybody. Let me bring that up here. A brilliant book. Let me get to my Amazon here. Amazon.com. Here we go. Let me get you guys a linkity dinkity. What happened? Oh, I know. I have to go to my other thing. Guys, this is what happens when you have too many logins on too many things, and then it wants the other login on the other thing. Amazon. There we go. Meow. Here we go. Let's get you guys a linky link here. Now, this book was written by Steve Hassan, who's brilliant. He also came up with the BITE model. If you're not familiar with Steve Hassan's work, please get in on it. This is a brilliant book that he wrote during the first Trump administration. Everything he says in here is still valid. If you want to understand what is happening with Trump's, culties, then check that out. Here we go. We'll watch the video here. Jazzy music. Insightful and frightening. People really like this book. I mean, it's written by an expert. There you go. There's the jazzy little intro by the publisher. The X is way over there. Anyway, Cult of Trump. That's Steve. He's adorable. Look at him. Look at him. He's an escapee of the Moonies cult and then has worked for the next 40 plus years to help other people break free of cults. He's a cult deprogrammer. He's an amazing guy. I got to meet him in real life. I like him very much. Get the book. I recommend. Highly recommend. Let's, I don't know why I'm on that one. This is the camera I want. Let's get back to your comments here. Yes, this is true. It won't be easy to just invade anything anywhere. The U.S. is way too dependent on many, many countries in the world. It would isolate the country. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the gifted. I will look for a gifted membership. Let me see. Yeah, CJ gifted five of them. I don't know. Maybe more people are going to get them later. I don't hand them out. That's the computer does that. Let's see here. Yeah, this is very true, Sage. I have the same problem. My brain does creak a little bit trying to make sense of everything Trump says. That's a good clap back. That's a good clap back. It deserves noting. I will look at this, Sylvia. I will look at this. I will look for David Pack. I love David Pakman. I think he does a fantastic job. Yeah, she's going to perform America the Beautiful. Listen, I got no hate for Carrie Underwood Her voice is golden. It's beautiful. She survived that fucking fall off the stage onto her face, got her face rebuilt, still sings like an angel, but it's a bad look, honey. It's a bad look. Disappoint. Probably will be skipping your songs when they come up on my playlist, skip. Because a lot of times, guys, I have some playlists that I've curated myself, but a lot of times I just go to like Apple and be like, play today's country because I just want to hear all the new country music or something, whatever. Yep. I will be downvoting. Yep. Selma asks, why aren't there laws or rules in place in the United States where politicians aren't allowed to lie? All the stuff that's happening now with the horrible fires in LA and all the continuous lies. In terms of people being legally allowed to lie, there are a lot of laws in place, Selma, where you can't be misleading. And there's very strict ways of how you can express things, right? But there's also a lot of rules that in America allow specifically corporations and other places to get away with a lot of false advertisement. Okay, I'll give you a great example. The word natural. Today's secret word is natural. Natural, if you see natural flavors, natural ingredients on a food label here, it means it's chemical nonsense bullshit. Natural does not have to mean that it is the actual thing. Like if it says natural lemon flavor, and in some point, Selma, in the process of developing this lemon flavor, they use like 1% of actual lemon. They can call it natural. Okay. So when people are reading labels and they're trying to eat healthier and they see all natural flavors, technically it's not a lie because it's some portion of them is real, but it's not what you're thinking it means. Do you know what I mean? And so that's kind of America in a nutshell. It's not a total lie, but it's not what you think it means. Can America colonize another country? Is that legal in 2025? I don't know. Why not? Everything else is going. Everything else seems to be, whoopity-doo. I don't know why colonization's out. Yes. Yes, it does. The documents that he took, probably not. I thought they already took them back though. Are there some that he didn't bring back? Okay, I don't know. Would I consider interviewing the author who wrote that cult book? I would. I would love to talk to Stephen Hassan. I'll text him again because I would love to talk to Stephen Hassan. And I texted him a while back and I haven't heard back from him. But let me see here. One second, I'm texting. See, I'm texting. I have a new political channel. There we go. Come on and talk about your book. We'll see. I did it. I text. There you go. I would love to interview Steve Hassan. He's a sweetheart, very, very knowledgeable guy. And yeah, I think it would be great. I think it would be great. Oh. Okay, guys. Well, geez, Louise. Thank you guys so much. This has been amazing. First of all, in the inaugural stream here of being monetized, you guys gave me super stickers. You got memberships. I can't believe it. I'm overwhelmed. I'm so thankful and grateful, you guys, that we did it. We built this little channel here all by ourselves. All of you here are a part of that. And the reason why this is gaining success. I just am really, really happy, really, really, really happy that you guys are here with me on this journey. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna keep it going. I have another stream coming up here in 50 minutes on my other channel on What's Up with Nora. Come check that. Come check that out. We're gonna talk about a lot of nonsense that's going on over there. Cuddly Floof is now a member. Thank you so much. You little Scottish floofy. I love you. I love you. All right. I will see you guys. Next time. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Oh No, America. I'm your host, Nora Ames. Hopefully this day has been informative, fun, and given you a little sparkle of America. Thank you to my mods, as always, for keeping things cool, chill. And if you guys want some of that sweet, sweet merch, hit us up at ohnomerica.com.
You'll find